how I did my calibration of the Hermes Light 2 Plus and using Thetis. I'm using version 2.10.3.8 64 HL2 Beta 2 by MI0BOT. I'm going to switch to no antenna. I have a grounded coax switch. Right now WWV is 20/9, it's indicating, and I'm going to go to the common grounded switch, which shows about 4.5 S units when there's no signal at all. I'm going to put it back on the antenna on my fan dipole, and I'm going to go up to Setup, Setup again, and make sure you're in the Calibration tab. If you happen to be there, you can just click Calibration. Okay. Important, WWV. I can click on that and change the different bands, and I want to be on 10 megahertz. So there's 10 megahertz in VFOA. Level calibration, 10 megahertz. I've already adjusted mine down to pretty much a 0 S units when I'm on a grounded antenna. So mine turned out to be 84. I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to go up and click the Start button and go through the calibration process. It's going to ask you, is the calibrated signal present at the correct frequency? So 10 megs and 10 megs. Click yes. And this will take a bit of time. You'll see it jump around. The noise floor will change. That puts the signal from WWV changing. And once it's finished, it'll go through this process until it gets to 100%. And then we'll test it again and see whether on the common antenna ground, whether I have an S0, and then we'll see what the S meter reads when I go switch back onto the antenna. Okay, we've finished the calibration. I'm going to apply it and say OK. Well, look, we got neg 125. The signal has to be about 30 dB or better difference between noise floor to do the calibration. And it went from like 20/9, and you can see that it's changing in the band. And I'm going to switch over to the common ground antenna and see whether we have any signal on that. And we're pretty much, I might be able to go, one more down and get that right on 0, but that's pretty good, pretty close calibration. I've checked it against my other two radios, the 101D and the 3000, and they're about the same. So go back onto the antenna, and there we have everything working the way it should. That's how I did my calibration. Might work for you. Give it a try.